welcome to another video of Shratam Rajesh. Today we are doing the, you can say, review of the new iPhone SE. Apple calls it the iPhone Special Edition, but I don't think it's special in any ways. So let's first start with understanding what is the need for a phone like this, for a company like Apple. So, there are two type of market. One is Western market like US or UK, UAE, that sort of market where Apple sells lots of their premium, top tier phones. And then there are markets, developing countries like India, other developing countries. So Apple is trying to, increase the percentage of iPhones in these markets. So they launched the product, I think around 4 or 5 years ago, that was called iPhone SE Special Edition. It was one generation backward in design and carried the latest processor and everything, and also carried the main camera as similar to the current flagship. But other than that, it was the design part was from the earlier generation. Same continues here. This is the design of iPhone 8 and 8 Plus series, although this is a smaller one, so I have to call it the iPhone 8 series. And I don't understand the need for this phone right now, because what Apple is going to do is once they come with the iPhone 14 series with the newer design, they are going to develop I think either iPhone mini or the iPhone normal one, the iPhone 13 into iPhone SE 4. This is the iPhone SE 3, by the way. So it's really confusing to me why Apple launched this product this year and what's the need of this product, because honestly this design feels dated. I mean, this has chunky huge bezels and the screen quality is not up to the mark, and this phone costs, mind you, around 44,000 rupees, the starting price. The starting storage is 64 GB only, so that's also something that I think is pretty useless in 2022. This phone could have been very significant for Apple if they had added only a few features. I'm not here talking even about the design. Let's say for one moment I can accept the older design, but if they have added one more camera lens, like the wide angle zoom lens, I don't think people need that much. Wide angle is something that they need a lot. And other than that, they should have added MagSafe, because MagSafe, if someone is buying a phone in this range, it is very good opportunity for Apple to introduce to them the new environment of MagSafe, so that once Apple removes the charging port from their phone, the consumer base is already introduced to the MagSafe connector and how it all works. So that I think is a missed opportunity from Apple. And other few things, as I told you, is the camera, and just overall I don't like this device that much. Just the major thing is the design, and I'll give you a basic comparison of how the bezels feel next to a Samsung S22. I'm not comparing Samsung S22 to this because that's a flagship phone and this is a cheaper variant according to Apple, but still the size is very comparable for both phones, despite it being around 6-inch phone, and this is I think 4.7-inch screen. It's iPhone 8 design, so it should be 4.7-inch, and it's a very small device as compared, you can see, to the S22, that how both of the devices are very similar in physical form, but they are very different in screen sizes. Now let's talk about performance. This one is using the A15. Mind you, Apple launched the A15 Bionic chip with the latest iPhone, that is the iPhone 13 series, but this is not using the Bionic. This is using the A15. But I don't think there is any point in thinking about performance at this point, because even iPhone 11 that I have is working flawlessly till now. You get updates on time and everything. Although having an A15 will entitle this to future updates till the time iPhone 13 series is supported in updates. This will also be supported for future updates. So I think 5 to 6 years of iOS update is going nowhere, and that is very future proof of this device in this price segment at least. One slight issue is in performance is for someone like us who are tech reviewers. I'm not talking about normal people who is going to buy the phone directly and use it, but for people like us who have used 120Hz phone, going back to 60Hz phone, the OS really feels choppy, because you are losing lots of frame rate and you're not getting the 120Hz because obviously the panel doesn't support it. And the same thing that I mentioned in the beginning, that Apple could have used this phone to introduce to the audience the 120Hz screen refresh rate, but Apple failed to capture that opportunity too. So because of 60Hz refresh rate, the phone feels really choppy, because once I am reviewing a phone, I use it extensively, then I go back to my main device, and when the transition occurs, you really feel the difference in performance. despite both phones using almost similar processors. So it's just the refresh rate. Now talking about the camera, that is I think the best part about this device, that in 44,000 rupees, I don't think you can get any better camera than this in the market, because it is using the main sensor, sorry, the main camera, not the sensor. I'm not aware about what sensor it is using, but the main camera lens is almost equivalent to iPhone 13. So the camera quality is really good. You get good pictures. One thing that I noticed on S22 that is not like present here because of the processing power of Apple, that when you try to do night shots on S22 or any S22 model for that matter, it will show you a little choppy image because it's doing lots of processing in the viewfinder. On iPhone, any iPhone, you won't see that. Even this one, you won't see that. At night shots also, when night mode is enabled, you will see fluid display on the viewfinder also. So camera is one single selling point of this phone according to me, if someone wants to buy a phone in this price segment and they want a good camera. So I would like to summarize the video with one context, is that if you are in the market right now looking for a phone, there are other alternatives to this. Please don't get blindsided by that this is an iPhone and it's an Apple product, because people are crazy about iPhones. They want to experience an iPhone, but I don't think this is the right iPhone. Apple is definitely going to launch the iPhone SE 4 with the design of the iPhone 13 series, because they are going to change the design for the iPhone 14, so they are going to implement it in the special edition phone. So the next iPhone SE will be interesting, will be a little modern device compared to what we have here, and that I think should be the right device for you. Now coming to the very important question, because this is a value device, is it value for money? No, this is not. It's a 44,000 device which doesn't have a 120Hz refresh rate, which has very big bezels. Like there are phones that are like 10,000 rupees have almost bezel-less design. It's not a value for money device. It's just an Apple product. That's all you are getting in 44,000, and a very good camera. Performance also, but the screen is so small that I don't think you can play or do any. I don't think even you can watch videos on this because the display is very small. So in my opinion, if you're in the market looking for a device and you specifically want to get an iPhone, I think you should look for older models first, because iPhone 12 or iPhone 11 series should be available at much cheaper price. Not cheaper than this, but they should be available in the same price range, like 50,000, 45,000 rupees. They will also be a very good device and future proof also. They'll also get iOS update and everything. Plus they have the newer design on them. So I don't understand for what user base Apple launched the iPhone SE and how much sales they are actually going to do. But it's an Apple product and people are looking for this, and people wanted the review. Go out in the market, try the device once to whatever you are using, and then make an informed decision. Though don't go with just that it's an Apple product, it's an iPhone. Thank you so much for watching the video, guys. I hope you liked the video. We are trying to make more fun content for you, and we are trying to bring more giveaways also. So we'll be hosting one giveaway very soon, and hope to bring more valuable content to you. So thank you so much for supporting, and thank you so much for watching the video. Hope you guys are safe. Hope you guys are doing good. Thank you.